lift the hands, the feet and the thighs off the mat. Exhale. Fold and lower the hips down into Malasana. Hey Yogi, welcome to class and thank you for joining me for this full body 20-minute flow that you can do every single day. When you're ready, let's meet in a child's pose. In your child's pose, lower your forehead all the way down onto your mat and close down the eyes. Let's take just a couple moments here to arrive and settle onto our mat. Blink open the eyes, lower the forearms down into the mat and shift the hips forward to meet me in a cobra. Look over the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder, and then send the hips back into a child's pose. Shift forward to meet in cobra. Look over the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder, and then send the hips back into child's pose. Last one. Shift forward, lower the hips, lift the chest, look over the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder, and then lower the chest all the way down onto the mat. Now extend your right arm away from you, bend at the left knee, lift the left foot, and then set the left foot outside the right for scorpion twist. Come back through center. And let's do the other side. Draw the right palm underneath the right shoulder. Extend the left arm away from you. Bend at the right leg. Lift the right foot. And then set the foot outside the left leg. And enjoy the spinal twist. Come back through center. Bring both palms underneath the shoulders and then lift the hands, the feet and the thighs off the mat for Shalabhasana, locust. Feel the squeeze in the back line of the body and let's hold here for about 5 breaths. Keep reaching the hands and the feet as high as you can off the mat. Exhale, release, good job. press yourself up into a tabletop position. Bring the shoulders above the wrists, the hips above the knees, and tuck the toes under. Now draw the hands a little bit closer to the knees, and let's do a quick wrist warm-up. So shift over the wrists for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now point the fingertips to the long edge of your mat. Shift forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now point the fingertips to the knees. Shift forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come onto the heels, shake out the hands. And then let's all meet in a downward dog. Do whatever you need here, so you can pedal out the heels, move the hips left and right, or anything else that feels good in the body. Let's come back to a static down dog, and then walk the feet behind the hands. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine, bring the hands to the shins for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend at the knees, reach the arms up and over the head for Utkatasana. Let's hold here for 3 slow, deep breaths. Exhale, fold, bring the hands down onto the mat and step the feet back for a high plank. Then lower the knees down onto the mat and extend the right leg away from you. Rise up. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, fold over to the right. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, bring the left hand down onto the mat and bend over to the left. Come back up through center, bring the hands down onto the mat, and then extend the right leg straight behind you. And then draw the left knee towards the left wrist. Lower the back leg down onto the mat for pigeon pose. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold. And lower the forearms down onto the mat. Let's take a couple moments here to enjoy the stretch. Push yourself back up. Bring the hands onto the mat. Come onto the right toes. And then extend the left leg back to meet in a plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, press yourself back up into a high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward dog. Walk the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up and over the head for Utkatasana, chair pose. And let's hold here for 3 slow breaths. Exhale, forward fold, bring the hands down into the mat and step the feet back for a high plank. Then lower the knees onto the mat and extend the left leg away from you. Rise up, inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, both arms reach back up. Exhale, right hand comes down into the mat and bend over to the right. Inhale, rise back up, arms reach up, and then lower the hands down onto the mat. Extend the left leg straight out behind you and draw the right knee to the right wrist. Set the left knee down. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold and lower the chest down towards the mat. Please make sure that you're not feeling any discomfort in the right knee here. If you are, then flex the right toes, which means to pull the toes back towards your right knee, or you can bring your right shin more parallel with the long edge of your mat. Rise back up, create a strong foundation with your hands. Come onto the left toes, extend the right leg back to meet in a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward dog. This is the last downward dog of class, so let's take a couple moments here to fully feel this posture. Start to walk the feet behind the hands and then lower the hips down into Malasana Yogi Squat. Bring the hands to the heart and lengthen out through the spine here. By the way, it's perfectly fine if your heels aren't all the way down onto the mat. That is just a matter of ankle flexibility, and the more you practice this pose, the lower you'll be able to lower your heels. Release, lower the hips all the way down onto the mat, and let's meet in Navasana, boat pose. In boat pose, ensure that your toes are at eye level and that the spine is straight, particularly the lumbar spine, which is the lower part of the spine. Let's hold here for 5 slow deep breaths, in and out through the nose. Exhale, release, lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. And draw the right leg into the chest. Give the leg a little bit of a squeeze, and then shift the hips over to the right. Lower the knee to the left and extend the right arm away from you. Come back up through center. Extend the right leg next to the left. Let's do the other side. Draw the left leg into the body. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. Shift the hips over to the left, and then lower the knee towards the right. Extend the left arm away from you. Come back up through center. Draw the legs into the body. Grab the outer edges of your feet. And then pull the knees into the armpits for happy baby. You can shift left and right if you want to give yourself a little bit of a back massage here. Release. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Lift your head off the mat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, let everything go. Set the heels to the corners of your mat. Bring the arms down beside you with your palms facing up. And close down the eyes for Savasana. Bring some movement back into the toes and the fingers. Keep your eyes closed as you roll over onto one side and press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands wherever is comfortable, lengthen out through the spine. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and lower the chin. Let's take just 1 more minute to pay attention to the inflow and outflow of our breath. Bring the hands to the heart. Rub the hands together to create some heat. Place the palms over the eyes. Blink open the eyes and lower the hands. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider supporting my channel by liking the video and commenting and also subscribing. Thanks once again for practicing with me. I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.